To understand the 7 stages that lead to enlightenment, we first begin to understand the difference between stages and states. The stages of human and subsequent spiritual development offer us a way to measure our growth or human maturity. In the West, during the 20th century, there were a number of developmental psychologists who created some very clear and useful models of the stages of human development. An egocentric stage, an ethnocentric stage, a world-centric stage. Like all developmental models, these stages follow in succession. The completion of each stage is necessary to develop into the next one. For example, in the English language, you must know words before you can make sentences, and sentences before you can create paragraphs. It is the same with the stages of development, whether human or spiritual development. States are different from stages. While stages of development have been extensively studied in the West, it is in the East that states have been most radically understood. In particular, the East has focused on spiritual or mystical states of consciousness.
Connect to your higher self. Focus to motivate and enrich your life, and inspire others to find their true path. Join me on a journey to discover your power and higher purpose. From the snow-capped peaks of the Himalayas to the deep stillness of ancient meditation caves, a profound roadmap of human evolution was preserved and passed down, the path of awakening, taught in the Vajrayana tradition of Tibetan Buddhism. Vajrayana, also known as the Diamond Vehicle, is one of the most direct, mystical, and esoteric paths of Buddhism. It integrates body, speech, and mind. Tantric practices, dream yoga, visualization, and the recognition of the nature of mind itself. Among its many teachings, it offers a powerful vision of 7 stages of human development. This is a journey from the ordinary mundane state of existence to the fully awakened state. These are not just spiritual stages, but deep transformations of consciousness. They are a map of who we are and who we are becoming. Let's walk this path together. Stage 1, the ordinary person. Jigrutan Pa. We begin in forgetfulness, caught in the web of habit, of ego, of stories we were handed and never questioned. We chase pleasure, avoid pain, and measure life by gain and loss. In this stage, the divine spark is still hidden, buried under layers of distraction. But even here, the journey has already begun, because suffering whispers the truth. There must be more than this. Stage 2, the seeker. Dijbasnyan Pa. Here the heart cracks open, restlessness turns into longing. We begin to ask deeper questions. Who am I? Why am I here? What is this life for? The seeker turns toward teachings, begins to meditate, read, reflect. Maybe for the first time, they sit in stillness. The wheel of samsara, that is the illusion of the 3-dimensional material world, is seen even faintly for what it is. Stage 3, the practitioner. Scrub Papo. Commitment is born. The practitioner takes refuge, not just in teachings, but in direct experience. Ethical conduct becomes a discipline. The mind is trained, the heart is softened. Vajrayana's powerful practices, mantra, mudra, mandala, are now embraced. The practitioner enters the sacred world not as mythology, but as a living field of transformation. Stage 4, the yogi or yogini, Ranal Biopa. Now the surface falls away. This stage brings deep inner alchemy. Working with subtle energies, channels, the winds of breath, the yogi begins to glimpse the nature of mind, clear, luminous, ungraspable. In Dzogchen or Mahamudra, there may come a moment, a flash of recognition. all phenomena are empty and yet radiant with awareness. Stage 5. The realized one. Artogs pa chen po. The fire has become light. Grasping dissolves. The practitioner is no longer deceived by appearances. Emotions arise but no longer bind. Thoughts come but no longer control. The mirror of mind reflects all, clings to nothing. Here, realization is not a concept, it's a shift in being, a homecoming. Stage 6. The Bodhisattva, Byang Chub Sems DPA. But this journey is not for the self alone. The realized one, moved by great compassion, returns to the world. Vowing to liberate all beings, they walk the Bodhisattva path, joyfully shouldering the sorrow of the world, yet never leaving the still center. This stage is marked by profound service, not from duty, but from deep knowing. There is no other. Stage 7. The Buddha, Sangs Rugyas. Finally, the full flowering. All obscurations gone, duality erased, the being radiates the three bodies of enlightenment. Dharmakaya, the vast formless truth body. Sambhogakaya, the subtle body of bliss. Nirmanakaya, the form body, appearing to help others. The Buddha stage is not a person, it is a state of reality fully realized. It is timeless presence, it is unshakable love, it is the end of becoming and the beginning of boundless benefit. Though this path arises from the Vajrayana tradition of Tibetan Buddhism, its essence is not confined to Tibet or Buddhism alone. In Christian mysticism, we find echoes in the ascent of the soul, from purification through illumination to union with God. In Hinduism and the Vedas, we see the progression from karma yoga to bhakti to jnana to moksha, liberation. In ancient Egyptian tradition, the soul passes through trials and veils, finally merging with the divine light in the Hall of Ma'at. In Kabbalah, the tree of life maps a soul's path from Malkuth, the physical, up to Keter, divine unity. Different cultures, different myths, different paths, but the same human longing and the same divine potential. We are all walking this path, sometimes stumbling, sometimes soaring, but always moving toward that which we already are, awakened. To be kept in the loop for more motivation, inspiration, and sharing of mystical ideas that can spark your spirit, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Let's go on this journey together to create and to become 1% better each day.